Yeah, the Murphy law as well.
Okay, so here we are. We're going to talk about refactoring today. We've
Mm-hmm.
done last week. We looked at code smells so that we can understand when code is not the way it should be. And today we'll start practicing on how to make it look like it should. And so we'll, how and when to refactor Java code is what we'll discuss today. And actually, this transfers to other languages. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, quick plan today, we'll discuss a little inspiration, basic rules. We'll introduce you to some fundamental refactorings, and then we'll just do some coding together. I call it strong pairing. Well, actually, I don't call it that. My friend Llewellyn invented it, so that's what he calls it. So I use his name. This is
Mm-hmm.
Llewellyn Falco. Here, he and Woody Zool put together a video of refactoring a C# code base that it's really exceptionally well done. And it's about 2 hours of them going through a refactoring exercise to show you how to, in little, you know, 2 second to 2 minute snippets of how to take tiny steps to make a code base, take a code base from being almost unreadable to being absolutely trivial to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
So I recommend, if you have a couple of hours, uh, working through this exercise with them. They have gone and created a code base. I'll put these links in the Discord for you. Um, but yeah, work through this. It's I like it. They got it in Java and C#. So we don't have JavaScript for you yet, but this book, 5 Lines of Code, is one that I found a couple years ago, and it's really exceptionally helpful. And he walks you through a TypeScript
Awesome.
exercise, um, and goes through a number of refactorings and explains how to when to use it and how to use it. And it's a it's my favorite practical refactoring book. I mean, there's the refactoring book that what's his name, Martin Fowler put together many years ago, and he says, here's a refactoring, and here's how you do it, and here's a refactoring, here's how you do it. This book says, okay, we have this code, and look, we have this code smell. And so here's a way to refactor it, and here's the steps that you take, and and it just walks you through every refactoring and explains why it's important at this part of the refactoring exercise, and similarly takes you through a whole bunch of little tiny refactorings. And I like the exercise books that walk you through it, that sort of thing. That's really nice. Okay, so um, one thing I liked about 5 Lines of Code is that he gives you a set of rules. So when you approach a code base, if you want to do some refactoring, if you have a set of rules close at hand, then you can start with those refactorings and um, and make progress to the point where you can start looking at your other more sophisticated refactorings. But you start with the simple ones. And his first rule from the book is, 5 lines of code. You want to aim for your every method to be no more than 5 lines, which is a pretty it's a tough metric to hit, but it's helpful. It's a helpful rule to at least aim towards. Either call or pass is basically I'm going to call a method, or I'm going to pass a parameter. Um, I don't necessarily want to um, Oh gosh, he says it much better than I do.
No problem.
Yeah, a function should either call methods on an object or pass an object as an argument. That's it. So you don't want to call methods while you're passing an object in. You know, you don't want to call methods on an object while you're passing an object in. Does that make sense? You
Oh,
can
okay.
call local methods.
Yes. You don't call another object and a method inside of it, then pass an object inside of it.
Right.
You call a local method and then you do the things inside it.
Right. That's it.
Perfect.
Right. And since your methods are going to be 5 lines, you want to, if you have an if statement, you want that to be the first line of the method, so that you can very quickly say, if it doesn't pass this criteria, then I'll kick out or whatever. But and also you never use else with if. So basically, I either pass the test or I leave the method, the function call. So it's a pretty interesting and helpful rule to follow.
Yes.
And it helps you keep things tiny and small and simple. If you can, well, I thought I'd added a couple. That's basically if you can have 5 or 6 refactorings close at hand that you're familiar with and you know how to implement, and they're small and quick, that will get you 80-90% of the way there. So basically, you've got your rename method and rename variable. That's probably what you're going to do most of the time. As you start cleaning things up, so this can be renamed more clearly. Extract a method or a variable. Okay, so I got too much code here. I'm going to go and extract a method and simplify this. And inline a method. Sometimes it's like, okay, this code needs to be, brought together. It doesn't need to be separated. So I'm going to inline this, or I'm going to take this code and turn it into a single variable. I'm going to just associate it with the variable. And then introducing a strategy pattern. If you've got a bunch of if statements, you want to replace an if statement with a simpler, more readable mechanism. All right, so let's see some code. So we have this trivia project that we did before. Hugo, do you have it loaded up?
Yes.
Then what I will do is I will stop sharing my screen and I will let you share your screen.
No problems. Let me just. I'm logging into the company because this is my work machine, so I have to log in to activate the.
Okay.
Oh, the intelligence. Just a second.
No problem. You remember with this code, while you're doing that, let me show you real quick. With this code, what we did before is we went and introduced the approval tests, and we got changed the testing function so that it would go and give us comprehensive testing so that we would be ready to start refactoring. And that didn't take us long at all. So what I will do first is to walk you through how to do that.
Okay.
Are you good to go?
Yes. I have the Java project open here. So let me share my screen. You have to allow me to to share the.
You're too fast for me.
No problem. X desktop. Okay, compartilhar. Okay. So you have IntelliJ. Oh, perfect.
All right.
So here I am.
So you have it right there. Okay. Excellent. So what we'll do complexity is 30, bloody hell.
Yeah, I love this plugin. I hope my methods are always red from yellowish to red. They are always, he's always blaming on me.
What's the tool you're using that does this complexity test?
This is the cyclomatic. Let me see. I use it from a long time. Plugins. This
Awesome.
one here. Code metrics.
Code metrics. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
Sometimes they are almost purple, and they oh my god, I give up. It's funny. It's funny.
Awesome. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is add our tests, right? And
Perfect.
so we will, rather than go through the learning exercise we went to before, I'm just going to walk you through exactly what you need to do to make it happen.
Perfect.
So first, go to website approvaltests.com.
Oh yes, the website. Let me approval tests. Oh, here is the GitHub. Is
Yeah.
it this one?
Sure.
Okay.
And well, yeah, go ahead, scroll down. We're looking for the how to get it there. Go to Maven.
Documentation, new projects, Maven
There.
here.
Yep.
Whoa, let me.
Scroll on down. And okay, well,
This is a side project, but you mean the Maven? Aqui,
there
here.
you go, right there. Sorry.
Penance.
So copy that.
Let me copy it. Okay,
Go to your
Maven,
POM file
Maven.
and dependencies. Go ahead,
Okay, here.
stick it in there. Excellent. And then refresh your Maven.
Oh, here. My IntelliJ switched to this new
Yeah,
interface,
one.
so I'm a little bit lost here.
That's okay.
But I'm liking it. I like it. Okay, so looks like it's working well.
Yes.
Not bad anymore. Okay.
Okay. Now let's go to your game.java,
Game. Okay.
and you want to create a function called, I just call it print line.
Ah, okay,
Stick that down at the
okay.
bottom or at the top,
Public.
whichever. Yeah.
The
Yeah, private void
Oh no,
print line.
let me just go below the constructor here, just to be
Yeah,
okay. Public create
Private.
line. Private. Sorry.
private void print line.
Print line
Yeah, and then it takes an object,
object. Okay.
text.
Text. Okay. Text.
Yeah, sure. Okay, and then type SOUT tab.
Oh, okay. So okay.
There you go.
Println.
Text.toString.
Text dot toString. Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
and then under that you'll say simple logger.
Another method or
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry.
Next line.
Here. Simple logger is simple logger. Okay.
Right there. Dot message.
Message.
And text.toString.
Text.toString. Okay, perfect.
There you go. Now we'll go to sometest.java.
Well, okay, some test.java. Perfect.
Okay. And yeah, true is true. You can keep that if you want to. I called mine game runs.
My game runs. That's perfect. Let me just put here. My game runs prompt. Okay.
And then, so instead of assert true false, let's just get rid of that line.
Okay.
Say string buffer.
String buffer.
Okay. No, and then variable name like SB.
Okay. SB is got
equals
like
simple logger.
simple logger.
dot log to string.
Log to string. Okay.
Okay, and then game runner.
Game runner is a class, right? Game
Yes.
runner.
Dot
Dot
main2. Don't worry,
main.
we're gonna get to that. Main2.
Oh, okay. Main two is not gonna happen here.
New random of 0.
Ah,
Is the
okay, new
parameter
random.
that we
Okay.
pass in.
New random 0.
0. Yep.
0. Okay.
And then approvals dot verify
Approval. Dot verify.
SB dot toString.
D dot to string.
There
Okay.
you go. All right, and then we go to game runner. And let me show you a quick trick. So we're at some test. Go back to some test.
Okay. Some tests.
And you see main2 is red.
Yes.
So just do an Alt Enter
Alt enter to do. Okay.
and create the method main2.
Perfect. Yeah. It saved me
There you
lots
go.
of time. Okay. Void random.
All right. And then basically you want to take all the code that's in main and put it in here.
The argument here in main 2.
Yes,
I put
that's all correct. It's ready to
that's
go.
correct? Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect.
That's why we do let
Perfect.
IntelliJ go and do the refactoring. There. Now get
It
rid of
helps a lot.
random rand. Let's change your
Okay.
parameter to be rand. No, put that back
Oh,
up there. What are you doing?
sorry. Here.
Change that. Okay. So
Random
get rid of line
rand.
44.
Yes, this is gonna be the random here. So go random. What's coming from the argument, right?
Well, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh,
You
can
do
I?
that.
I can use the. I can
Yeah.
refactor this
Yeah,
to be
now do an
called
Alt. Yeah,
random.
just do an Alt Enter.
Alt enter.
Yeah, do Alt Enter. Inline variable. See, we're doing refactoring already. Look at you.
Yes, and learn a lot of IntelliJ. Thanks.
Yeah, that's why we do this. This is
Great.
how I learned a lot of this stuff. Okay, and then you go back up to main.
The main method, okay.
Yes, and you can delete all that code that's in there.
Because in call the main 2.
Yeah, so you'll say line 13. You'll say random rand
Random rand
equals new random.
new random.
Semicolon there at the end.
Oh, okay.
You just want it to be any kind of random, and then do main2 rand.
Main 2 rand. Okay.
All right, and you can inline that if you want to.
Oh, let me try it. Oh no, right here.
Click on
Like
rand,
here.
say Alt
Oh,
Enter.
roll back and no. Alt enter. Where? Oh, above it. Okay. Where? Split, convert to atomic. Oh, so
That's interesting.
funny. I could just pass a new random here.
Yes, you could. I don't know. I'm surprised it doesn't
Yeah.
inline
Doesn't
that for you. That's okay.
suggest. Okay, new random.
Sometimes it
problem.
doesn't. Okay, so now we can test it. Go to some test.
Some tests and run it.
Click on line 12 there.
Okay,
Run the
12.
whole test.
Okay. Yeah.
In the habit of doing all your tests. They should be that way. If we have green, then we what we forget. You got to run it again.
Okay.
wait,
yes.
Do you have a diff
open
tool?
it. Yes, open the VS Code here to show me the difference that
Okay,
I don't
great.
have.
So go ahead and move everything. Well,
it's white. No code, no text
it didn't
here.
save anything. That's
Funny.
That's disappointing.
The received is not. Let me see here. Yes, it's
Received is empty.
empty.
Okay.
I forgot anything here because I said give random
Approvals not verify. SB.toString.
Let's run again. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
Some test run. Funny. No, okay. Now it's saying the approve is empty. Okay,
Yeah.
not what I expected.
Yeah. No, so let's go back to the game. Make sure that we did that properly here.
Okay, here.
Game.
No game, no, I mean
Oh,
runner.
I'm sorry. One other thing we need to do. We need to replace every place where it says system.out.println.
Yes, with simple logger, right?
Yeah, so I think that's a Control R or Control Shift R.
The
And
system. Oh, here, okay.
dot
Out
print
dot.
line.
Let me just copy it here. I'll replace it for the
Yeah, with print line, PRIN, print
yes.
line.
Let me just confirm if this is the
That's
name
what
of
it
the
is.
method. Oh, sorry, game runner.
It's at the end. It's in game.
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 Here
Scroll up a little bit.
is. I keep print line. Okay. Print line, and let me see if where I am. Okay, no, this the first one I don't have to replace because it's the
Replace all. Yeah.
okay, here
So just,
replace all. Just have to undo this one in print line here
yeah.
Okay,
There you go.
let me just remove this
And
and the
now it
other
should
one.
work.
Let
Sorry. See, you get in a hurry and you make
let me
mistakes.
test some tests. Okay, it's running.
Now it should be red.
Now that's working. Okay, here's the
Excellent.
difference.
Now move all that to the right.
Perfect. Let me
Okay.
just save it.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I have the approved here.
Yeah.
Okay, now if I run, I have the real
Now
green,
it should be green.
not the fake one that's empty.
Life is good. Okay.
That's the real feeling. Life is good when the tests pass.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So so we really won't be doing anything else with the game runner or the test, but
Okay.
except to run the tests. I will say you do a Shift F10 and it'll run your tests. So unless you prefer to click on
Shift
the
F. Oh yes, I have an extension here that does the I don't know. Every time I click a icon, you say you missed an opportunity and say many times how many times you could have used a shortcut. I
right.
have like thousands of events.
I've got that same thing. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to game Java.
Perfect. Because now I have the whole game repeating itself, giving me the same results. I can refactor with this with the assurance that I'm not breaking the code.
Right.
Perfect.
Does it have the move your mouse to the right side there?
Where?
Yeah, look at that. It's got the little
Yes. This
plugin that you
overview.
did.
No. I think this is from the
IntelliJ
English
does that.
interface. Yes.
Look at that. So I don't even need that plugin anymore.
I think I'm because I didn't recall installing any
Code Glance Pro. There it
review.
is.
What? Code Glance?
Glance Pro. That's it.
Oh,
Okay. There you go.
this one that shows the
Well, that's really cool
okay.
how it hides it. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. At first I was really afraid because I was thinking that I was clicking at the code when I was trying to scroll it, but no, it's just the overview. The bar becomes a huge.
Right. Okay. Very good.
So now I can.
Well, let's
Oh
look
my
at
God.
this.
This one is pretty. Play again. Play the rolled A row. The main thing that scares me is that I look at this code that's a pretty good code. So
Yeah.
I've been working with some weird codes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, compared to what I'm working with every day, this isn't all that bad. Okay.
Yeah, when you look at a code that used to be a use case for not doing, saying, "Oh, it's pretty."
Right.
At least you can understand the name of variables and methods. That's a good start.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, so let's we down at the bottom I see some duplication, but what else? Let's look at the top.
Okay, okay. From beginning. Nice.
Yeah, so we got some duplication here. You got 4 linked lists.
Okay. All
That
those
seems
linked
kind of
lists.
that seems kind of odd. We've got and then we've got integer array that's hard coded to 6.
Yes, it's funny.
Maybe one of the first things we can do is start looking at these magic numbers. Well, first thing we can do is let's go through and get rid of any dead code. I
Okay.
recall there being some dead code in here somewhere, like
Here
is
no
playable
use.
right there. No usages. Let's get rid of that. Okay.
Okay. And not anymore. Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Excellent. Then we've got up there, you've got a 6. I see a 50. So, okay, let's, so what would 6 be? Places and purses. What is the, why is that array that size? Players, places, and purses. See where places and purses is used.
Oh, sorry. Cool.
How many
Places.
players?
How many players?
Well, it sounds to me like that 6 should be, wait, what's how many players? Players dot size. What's players dot size?
Oh my God. Oh no, sorry.
Players
Players. Oh,
is
okay,
an
it's
array
array
list.
list. Yes. So
Well,
in
then why
the
is it basing that places on players dot size? That's pretty scary.
it's going round and round.
And how do we initialize players?
Players to array list. So let me see where this begins. Player don't add
Add
player
player.
name. Add.
Add. Okay. And so who calls add? Game
Where
runner.
game runner. Ah, okay. Game runner. Okay, here. I add
Okay, so we
players
can
to
have
the
as
list.
many as 6. That
As
sounds
many
kind of
as-
creepy, but okay. How about instead of having that array, let's go ahead and have places and purses also be array lists that can grow to be the same size as players, since
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yes. So you don't have the fixed length.
Yeah.
Oh,
So let's make sure that that's a prudent thing to do. Let's see every place that places is used and everything. It looks like in penalty box is also 6. You know what?
in penalty box. Okay.
You know what I'm thinking? That those you've got 4 arrays that are effectively the same size.
Yes,
Maybe
the
we
name.
could have a player object, which also has a place and a purse and an in penalty box flag. Just a
Oh,
thought. But
okay.
first, let's see everything. Every place places is used. Every place purses is used.
In game. Okay, so everything's in game. Let me just
Okay.
even find
Yeah.
here and see. Game place how many
How many
players
players?
equals 0. What
Okay.
does this?
That looks like it's initializing everything to 0 when it adds a new player.
Okay. Then place go ahead
Places.
player. Regular
Current
place.
player. All right, so that's an index of the current player. Okay.
Okay. Oh, each player has a place where he's in the board, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they add the place and move it to ahead, go back, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
Print the position. Okay, yes, perfect. You can add it to the
Player.
players,
Current
so you don't
player.
have to. Yes, 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 perfect. Aqui, yes.
Here's current player.
Current player. It's always referencing to the player itself.
Okay. That suggests that my initial thought was correct, that we ought to have a player.
What are the purses?
Let's see about purses.
Because
Again, how many
purse.
players? So we're initializing it.
Yes, always referencing to the player itself.
Okay, so you're incrementing a purse. There you're incrementing the purse.
Yes.
Now you're just printing it out.
Ah, okay, the coins that they receive and do the tasks. Okay.
And you're checking to see if it equals 6. So evidently when it equals 6, it's when the purse equals 6, that player has won. Okay, so everybody plays to 6. So maybe we can turn this 6 into a constant that says player 1.
Okay. Funny because the purse, gold coins. Oh, okay, you have to win the
Yeah, so the purse is just an integer.
Yes. Okay.
And then in
So
penalty box, we can check that as well.
let me just give a control F here.
Mhm.
In penalty box, how many players?
It's false by default. Current player. Okay.
If current player, always referencing to the current player, so the player itself. Okay. So how do we extract it to inside an object?
We stick that in an object. Well, let's do it one step at a time, because
Okay.
otherwise we will confuse ourselves, right?
Yes.
So we have an array list of players. It's a new array list. So how about we create a player object? We make it I don't know if you want to make it a separate object or make it an internal object, just to keep the code simple.
Oh, okay. Can be.
Do a class down at the bottom.
I can't. It's inside the class itself, isn't it?
Sure.
Public or private?
Yeah, public class.
Public class. Oh. Player.
Yeah, sure, call it a player. Okay. And open. There you go. And then, so it's got 3 attributes, right? So you've got a
Places.
a place.
Place.
Yeah, let's start with place. And that's an integer, right?
Private integer.
Just make it public for now.
Public. Okay.
Public
Okay,
int place.
Int the simple one mesmo. Place.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to make it really simple, and then we'll go back and clean it up.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. It starts with place only.
Yeah, we'll just start with place.
Okay. Perfect.
So let's go to the top and let's see if we can do this. So you got places. So what you could do is you can comment out line 9.
Okay, I commented.
And what we'll do is we'll say players. We'll have players. We'll make a players.
Okay. A field.
We'll make an array list of players. How's that sound?
Oh, okay. So it's a array list players, right?
Player.
Player, okay. It's called
All
players,
players equals new array list.
new array list. Okay.
There you go.
What?
And
Oh, okay. It's
okay.
let me just. Can I comment it? It's because
No, we only want to make one change at a time. So let's call this
player list. Oh, no way. Okay,
players
it's
list.
obvious, a little redundant, but
Yeah. We can refactor it, right? So now let's look for every place places is used. Well, actually, we won't have to look hard. Just look for every place it's red.
Oh, yes, because I move it here.
So now we'll say
Instead
players
of
dot place.
players,
Oh, I'm sorry.
players
Players
list,
list.
players list dot. It's
Place.
a place because no, I'm referencing the list
Oh,
here.
Players list sub dot get.
Dot get the current player, isn't it?
How many
The
players?
how many players? Okay. Then I do
Dot
the place
place equals 0.
equals 0. Okay. Then I
Okay.
got the player. Okay.
Okay. And you
Perfect.
can, yeah. And right. And we can always roll back to an earlier version, right?
Yes. I have
Okay. So let's look at our next bit of red.
here.
Okay.
I'll have to let me just press another here. Players list dot get current player dot place equals okay. That's it. Here I do the same value assignment. I can do the simple row. Okay. Then I
Yeah.
assign it the player. Okay. And here if just rewrite it here below. If players is that good, including player place. Okay. The same sentence here.
There you
It's
go.
greater than 11. Place current player equals.
Minus equals 12.
Okay, minus equals then I saw it. I'm repeating it. Okay, minus 12. Okay. So get rid of this. Oh, sorry. I drag it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, here the same thing. Current player dot place. Player dot place equals plus row. The same sentence here. I'm some
You
repeating
say
here.
equals plus, or does it need to be plus equals?
Okay, sorry. Plus
Same thing with the
equals
minus equals up above.
minus equals. Yes, inverted it. ID keeps saving me. Okay. And then repeating myself here in the 12 when I do a full round. Okay. And players dot current player dot place to print out the place that he is.
Okay.
Okay. And here
Ah,
lots of repetition.
yeah.
Place it. Okay. And okay.
So we don't have any more red on the side.
Yes.
Do a shift F10 and see if we broke anything.
Shift F10. Oh, this one is max. Sorry. I have to press the Fn button also. It's not working. No, my IDE looks like it doesn't like to run tests. Let me
Okay,
just
well,
run
then just
the
click the little button
click
here.
the local button here. Okay. Index 1 is out of box for length 0.
Line 44.
Let's just go to here. Places, how many players? Place.
Okay, so where we have players.add player name, we need to do a players list .add new player.
Yes. So players list.
No, you need to keep that one there. We haven't done anything with the players array yet.
Oh, okay. Players list dot add new
New
player.
Mm-hmm.
New player to start it. Okay.
All right. See, if we keep it simple so that we can find these things quickly.
Yes, and you have a problem only at a single place. So let me
Let's go
just
ahead and
try
run our
to-
test.
Okay, I have a problem. Index 1 is out of box. One? How come? I had one player.
How many players?
0. It should be the first array of players.
Would
How
it be
many
how many
players?
players minus one?
Oh,
No.
okay. He starts counting but one. Yes, because it's array.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, now it's running. Perfect.
Excellent. Nice. Okay, so this is interesting. We've taken one array and gotten rid of it and turned it into an object. So what we can do now is look at the other things that we can add to this object instead of having the parallel arrays, like the purses in the in penalty box. Why don't we do that?
Let me just go to the player object. Okay. I'll add the values here, the fields for the values. Here's public int purse
There you go.
and the public.
Well, one at a
int-
time.
Okay.
You can add it if you want, but we won't use it yet. So let's do.
Yes, no problem.
Also, we've made some changes here. So let's go ahead and check this in to GitHub so we can roll back because we've got a working version right now and it's a little bit better. So let's go ahead and check it into GitHub.
Let me just ask you something. I cloned the repo here, so I have to point to my fork to my repo because I can
Well,
commit
if you've cloned it, then this is going to be local.
Yes, this one is local, so I have only to
Yeah.
commit. Don't push it here.
Yeah, we're not going to push. You just want to.
Okay.
Commit.
Initial refactoring. The first commit is always initial commit.
Yeah, well, we didn't do an initial commit, but what we've done is, yeah, we're going to have issues.
No. I'm used to ignore it. Well, the first thing I learned is warnings are not errors. So
Right.
what is?
There you go.
Okay, continue.
There you go.
No, didn't commit it. Let me see the git log here. Here.
Yeah.
The console. What's going on? Oh, this machine has this pre-commit. I have to do it in the terminal and give sorry, so 1 second. Git commit and then initial refactoring and add the snow verify because our repos have this verify. That's it.
Oh,
Done.
okay. All right, so you got to do it all by hand. Now, one quick thing that trick, if you double click on the tab at the top where it says game.java,
Yes.
that makes it full screen.
Oh, okay. Can get rid of this. Perfect.
Yeah. So now we got one thing to look at. All right,
I
so
always
let's
forgot.
go and do what we did with
Replace.
purses.
I can remove this place here. I
That's not-
committed
Mm-hmm.
commented outline. That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, here.
And then let's comment out purses. Now, you don't have to type the / if you do a control /.
Control slash. Oh,
It
command
comments it out
slash.
for you.
Yes. Okay. Then I do this
So then let's look for any red.
here.
Okay. So now we'll say players list.
This is
How many players -1 dot purse dot get. Players list dot
okay.
get. There you go. Oh, okay. I see. Purses. Dot purse. Okay.
Okay. And the other line is here also. Okay, purse here. Got get how many players plus 1 equals
Dot purse.
dot purse. Oh, sorry. Mas
Okay.
the plus can go. Okay. Aqui, here's
Dot purse.
the purse. Oh, purse.
Okay.
Same here. Dot purse plus
Single purse.
purse. Okay. Dot purse.
Now, let's undo all the changes you just did here, because you got this how many players, and I think that was current player.
Yes, let me just go back here.
We
The
kind of got in a
purse.
hurry there. Control
Yes.
/
Control slash, add here the current one. Is
No.
the
No, you don't need to. It's in the
Oh
object.
yes, it's object, right. The problem is here. How
Yeah.
many players? Okay, that's right. I can add it here. How many players
-1, right.
purse? Okay. But the other ones is current player, not how many players. Okay,
Right.
okay. So I was doing the players list get. Okay. Let me just put it here. But
Players
instead of
list.
how many players, I use the current player to grab one, the position, and then
Yeah.
I assign the purse value. Okay.
There you go.
Same thing here. Current player. Okay, that purse to print it out. Current player plus to add it. Print it out, the repeating part. And okay, here. If please current player but purse. Okay.
Okay.
Looks like it's no more
Right.
reds.
Run our tests.
Some tests. Okay, it's running. Great.
So let's check this in. We've moved the purse to an object.
Let's remove it. Terminal.
Yeah.
Change my message here. Refactoring purse.
Okay. Good.
Oh, okay. But this change not. Okay. I forgot to add the git add. Okay. Perfect.
Good.
Fine. So next move, the penalty box, right?
Looks good.
Okay. Okay. Grab
Flash.
it. We'll just go. Public inch.
That's it's a Boolean.
It's a Boolean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Boolean. Boolean. Penalty box. Okay. Then I can replace it here.
Control /. There you go.
E-
And now we look for the red.
okay, here. Players list. How many players list? But then I go to penalty box. False. In the other ones is players list.
Oh, we did this before.
Yes, yes, please get
Current player. There you go.
current player, and I replace it for the penalty box. Okay. Players, current player, penalty box, and current player upon penalty box, and done. Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
Some tests, just confirm it. Okay.
It
Great.
works.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Get rid of it.
And
It's
let's check
looking
it in so we can get
looking
back to this point.
yes. Oh, if I click here, I can just do the terminal git commit. Refactoring penalty box. Okay. Penalty box. Oh, I didn't add it there. Git and dot and git refactor penalty box. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, so we've cleaned that up, and now we've got this players array list. What is players? How is that used?
Players.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just give a find here. Okay, players dot add the
That's just a name, right? That's
okay.
just an array list of player names.
Yes, only get the size
We get the size.
and they print the name. Yes, yes, it's only the name of the
Players.
player.
Okay, so let's go down to our object and let's add a name.
Okay. Okay, public key. Let me just press it below here. Public string name.
Sounds good.
Okay. And then our
Now let's go up to the top, comment out our players, control slash.
oh the menu
There you
menu
go.
went ahead. And then I can assign a name here instead of players head blah blah.
One
The
thing at a
first
time. One thing at a time.
Okay,
So,
here's the first place
players set
that's
up.
red. Okay,
So
so I
now
get
we'll need
the
to do it on line, 40 and a half there. You don't need to.
okay, please respond to add new player. I have to give a name to it, so I can pass a constructor here.
Yeah, we can do that.
So I can assign a name while I am adding it. So I have the player name here. Let me just comment it out just to confirm that I'm not doing any any confusion.
No, go back to where you were
Okay,
and
instead of
click on player name and hit Alt Enter.
let's enter. Okay,
Create
create
the
a
constructor.
constructor. Yes, string,
There you go.
player
Enter.
name.
Enter.
I can assign this bound name equals player name.
There you go.
Fine. All right.
Okay, line 46.
46. Yes, now I have to go
That
through
player's
the
list.
place list size.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And here is players list get current player. Okay, no problems. Yes, the same here, the same
Well,
here.
hold
I
on a
can
second. Let's undo a couple.
okay. Oh, sorry. I was clicking on the scroll.
Yeah, control scroll.
Okay.
So get current player, you're going to need to get the name there. Because remember, players list is an object.
Okay. Then I get current player dot name. It's the idea here.
Yeah.
Okay. Dot name. Let me just copy it. So when I have to print, I could do a little bit of Java, but I could do a two-string to it, isn't it? If I
You could,
did a, oh, okay.
yeah. But again, we're going to make small changes, and then we can always go
Yes,
back and refactor it to make it better.
one step at a time. Perfect.
Mhm.
Oh no, here, no.
Oh.
Here's the players list itself.
Yes.
Players list font size, players list dot size. Okay, here's the name, and here's the players list dot size. Okay, current player name, players list dot size. Oh, sorry. And okay, looks like we're done.
Run our tests.
Some tests. Fine, it's working.
Amazing.
Great. I have no comments. Oh, yes, here. I remember I had to comment. Okay.
Okay,
Look.
awesome. So let's go ahead and check that in.
Get add, refactoring, player name. Okay, great.
Okay, so we created an object, but we're not using it very object-orientedly, right? So how about let's where we create the players list. Well, actually, let's rename the players list to players.
Oh, yes, I can do it now.
So do a Shift F6. There you go, and just name that players.
Players. New player. Name, yes. Player get how many players?
So how about here where you add the name in the constructor?
Yes.
We can just assume when you create a new player that everything else will initialize the place to 0 and the purse to 0 and the penalty box to 0 in the constructor.
It's true. Yes. I
We
can
don't
go
need to have it
to,
up here every
I
time.
can go this. Let me just copy to remember what I'm replacing. Go to this constructor. Sometimes I use comments to remember what I have to do. I have to
That's fine.
assign this dot place to 0
Mhm.
and this dot first to 0 and this dot penalty box to false. Yes, false. Yes, perfect. So when I go up there, I can remove these assignments. Aqui. Here. Okay.
Okay.
I only add a new player add the player number.
You got those two ugly blank lines in there.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Here
get rid of
above. Yes. Okay. Let's. Oh,
So,
I have how many players here?
mhm.
What did I did wrong? Because players dot size.
We're not
Funny.
calling how many players anymore.
Yes, because I assigned the first.
Look
Okay.
at you. You getting rid of code. That's existing code you don't have to test. Isn't that awesome?
Awesome.
So let's run our test to make sure we didn't break anything.
Yes, that's my main afraid. Okay, it's working.
Good.
Still works.
Let's go ahead and check that in.
Incredible. Perfect. Git add all, git commit, refactor, player, constructor. No verify. Okay.
All right. So let's go down to that object again. And it's like, we've got all these public things. We probably shouldn't have them be public.
Yes.
So you wanted to have the name be two-string, or do you just want it to be get name?
Oh, okay. I can add a two string here. to simplify the query of the name. But no, I have to get the place, so it's better to convert it to private and add the getters, right?
Yeah. So,
Private.
yeah, let's do one at a time. So do
Okay.
an alt insert. Well, yeah, you need to insert the getters and
Get-
setters. There you go.
Okay, for name.
The
Okay.
name. You're not going to need a setter for the name. You
Oh,
can make
because I
it,
pass
you
in the
can,
constructor. Yes,
you
yes.
can
I
make the
can
name
only
final for that matter.
see. Yes. Private final string name.
Make
Okay.
sure it doesn't
Perfect.
change. Yeah. Okay. And so now
And
every place where it should be red since the
funny.
name is
Yes.
private.
That's interesting. Because I recall okay, here player get can play dot name. Funny.
Why is that not
Why is not red?
hmm.
Funny.
Oh,
Let
I
me
guess
just
because it's an internal object.
ah yes, I had to yes, they have access to the inner class, right? The
Yeah.
inner doesn't have to the outer, so I have to extract it to another file. I can do it from refactor.
Refactor?
Move class.
I think so. I don't do it often, so give it a try. Yeah, there you go. To package.
Package ugly trivia, okay. Ugly
There you
trivia.
go. Refactor.
Refactor. Oh no, okay. Ugly trivia, no game is ugly trivia.
Oh no. Yeah. So that's not what we do. Cancel that.
If I give it the name, no, okay. Target destination. Okay, just copy it and
Yeah.
add it to a new file.
Yeah.
Okay, so ugly trivia game, new file. The name will be player.
There you go.
Add to GitHub. I have the class here, naming class here. So I don't need the public class because I had okay, sorry. I don't need to repeat the public. And give it a format here. Oh, why don't it break the line? Funny.
That was weird. Okay.
Okay.
And we go back to game
And
and we should have some red. Oh yeah, take
no,
that.
I have to remove that first. Okay. And then I have
Now we
some
got some.
red. Now in the first place, I do an import here. Where I add this
You don't need to import
player.
because it's in the same package. So
Oh, okay. But I have to refactor to get the
yeah, change name to get name.
dot name to dot get. Oh, sorry. Dot get name. I replace it here. I expect to not break anything, but okay.
This
Looks
is
like
kind of a
so.
long
Okay.
refactor, so let's go ahead and run our test.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Check it in.
Do our
It's
class git.
important to get in the habit of checking things in after you make a few changes so that you can,
Yes.
especially after you've run your test, so you can you can get back to that if you have some.
Yes.
We've done that once, so
Undo a
okay,
small
so we've
change.
got the name thing fixed up. Let's go ahead and make the what's the next one? The place private.
Private. Okay. The set related problems, 17 related problems. That's interesting.
Okay,
Okay, let's replace it.
let's make that a players.get
Get
place.
place.
But see that's not going to be so easy because we're doing an assignment.
Yes, there's
right?
assignment below. Yes, I have to add a getter and setter here.
No, that's not going to solve this problem. Let's go back to game.
Okay.
Because
Game.
what we're doing was we're incrementing, we're adding role to the place.
Okay, yes, with plus. Yes.
So,
I had to add a method here
yeah,
to
let's create a method that that adds the role.
okay. So let me go to player.
Why
I
would
have
you want to do that?
so I
Go
can
back,
pass any.
go back to game,
Okay, okay.
and where you've got this place plus equals role. Don't you?
Yes.
We can call this method add role. Or do you have a better name for it?
Oh, okay, okay. Add row. Perfect. Yes. Then I pass the row because I'm
Mhm.
signing to it.
Yeah. And then you do an alt enter.
Oh, here's a suggestion. Add row to player,
It's a
and
method.
it creates a method.
Boom.
Oh, great.
And you say place plus equals role.
Place plus equals row. Awesome.
There you go.
Interesting. Oh, I forgot to add the getter. So if I
Now,
do
now you
the
can call that get place.
yes, get place is not going to work. Let me go to player and hit the.
No, just do an alt enter,
It's just
create method. There you go.
oh, but it gave me the
An int. There you go.
return this dot place. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, let the
Hmm.
IDE do the work for you if it can. Okay.
I have
So
to replace.
you just said
Uh,
add role
okay.
minus 12.
Here's add row minus 12. Okay, add row minus 12. Here's a get place. So I have to do step by step.
Yeah. And I'm
Add
going to add role.
row. Here's get place. And here is add row minus 12. Get place. Get place. We just place it here. Now I can do is oh, I'm adding the point. Get place. Okay.
All right.
Normal red lines. Run our test. Interesting. I like
Very
it. Yes. It's funny because it keeps the logic very as we were doing those games. Looks silly the small changes, but
Right.
it's easier to understand what you are doing at what at each point you are changing things. Great.
Right. And also you start to change things and you say, oh, I need to do this too, and I need to do that too, and I need to do that too. So, okay, stop. Don't do those yet. First, let's make this change. Then we'll go look at it again.
Just so git status to confirm. Okay, okay. Git commit, refactoring player, place and place method. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. So let's go down. There's something I noticed as we were doing this place thing where you're adding 12 and
Here.
deleting, yeah. Yeah, if it's greater than 11, then we add roll minus 12. You know what? That looks like it's a duplicated code. If you hover over line 51, duplicated code
Duplicate.
fragment, 8 lines long. Extract method from duplicate code. Why don't we do that?
Okay. IDE happens. Okay.
So
This
what's it doing?
method.
So it's resetting the player place.
Okay. Okay. So
And call it reset player place.
because it gives a full round. So,
Mhm.
okay. Awesome.
There we go. Now, also, I'm looking at this. If players get places greater than 11, add roll minus 12. Why don't we just move that function into the player, and we can call this reset player or reset place, players.reset place.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
Because I mean,
yes,
that's kind of complex, and I don't know what it's doing by reading it.
and it should be inside of player because it's a property of player. Player should handle this thing.
Yes.
So, I can do this only copying and going to player and setting it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I do this, if players get place, current place above, I go
Maybe you
to
can do that in the add roll,
the
right?
because I add row. Oh, okay, okay. So when
Where else do
when
we
I
call add
add a
roll?
row, yes, yes, yes. Every time I call a add row, I do this thing. So I go to add row, I add row. So if in this case
If place is greater than 11.
this dot place it's greater than
Mhm.
11, I can do
This dot place minus equal 12.
this dot place minus equal minus 12, right?
Well,
Okay.
you can say plus equals minus 12 or just say minus equals 12.
Oh, yes, mine equals 12. Yes, okay, sorry. Uh, okay, so we
Oh, let's
extracted it, add row, so I can remove it because I
mhm.
would do this 2 times. Remove
Yeah.
this unused line and test it. I extract the method and simplify it. Oh, awesome.
Amazing.
Yes, it's really, that's it.
Doesn't that
So
feel good?
awesome. Yes, awesome.
So I think we've done everything we can with place. And what's the next thing we have in there? The score or something like that.
Penalty box, isn't
I
it?
go to the player. So we've got the purse. Let's make purse.
Purse, okay, okay, okay. Purse private. Oh, let me just commit it.
Oh, okay.
Git,
I
oh,
thought you did
git,
that.
git add, git commit, refactoring, place, add row method. Okay,
Okay.
perfect. I change it to private. Oh, private. Awesome. Then I have problems.
Okay.
Oh, here's the same thing. I have to add values to purse.
Right.
So I do
You want just what we call this method? Add purse? Increment purse?
increment purse. What is it? Increment purse. Opa, purse. Okay. Oh my God. And then I call it only increment because I'm always,
You're just gonna add one, right? Alt enter.
yes, yes. No, no, I'm just confirming. I always adding one, not passing values.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit the alt enter, create method. I'm gonna do this dot purse plus plus. Hmm. Oh, the habits of, okay. So I can get, oh, I have to add the get here.
Yeah, or you can let the IDE do it for you.
Yes, it's true. I can go back to game.
On that get
Alright.
purse.
Oh, I write get purse. Yes, yes, get purse. And
And
then
do
I
alt
do.
enter.
Oh, sorry, I added the wrong. Create method get purse in player.
Mm-hmm.
Return these dot purse, but it's not a string, it's an integer. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Increment here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get the purse. And get purse.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm noticing some duplication up there from we increment the purse and we print it out.
Increment purse, print line. Increment purse, print line. If I go here, should have a
And then we also
here.
have the did player win, and then you got the current player plus plus. And if current player size, player 0. Scroll on down. Return winner, all that stuff.
Oh, okay. This
So
repeats
maybe
itself.
make that a function that's called determine winner, huh?
Yes, yes, yes. So I can.
Yeah, highlight that where it says duplicated code
Where
extract
is?
method.
Okay, here. Extract method duplicated code.
There you go.
And how is it the name of that you suggested the winner, get winner, isn't
Yeah,
it?
say is winner.
Is winner.
And then you'll have to, okay. And I think it will figure out what to do. You pass in the current player, right?
Okay, I have to receive the player that it didn't
Yeah.
did it automatically, so I have to pass a player, isn't it? And call it current player.
There you go.
And then I pass
But
current player.
it does current player plus plus. What does current player plus plus mean? Oh, that's a
Good.
counter. Okay. Hmm.
Get current player. Okay. Current player plus plus current player is the player. It's a counter.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's the index into that array.
Oh,
So,
okay. I have to do the
so
player
um,
list
well, I mean, you have to have the index into it, right?
inside player.
Yeah, the current player is the index into the player list, right?
Yes, is the index of players, right?
Right.
Okay.
So so we're kind of redefining the variable. So so let's go back down to our new method that we just created.
Okay, it's winner here.
And we probably shouldn't call that current player.
Player
Why don't we just call it,
index.
why don't we just call it player?
Player. Okay.
There we go. Set get
Oh,
player.
but
Oh no,
yes.
no,
No, no,
undo
no,
that.
no, no.
Undo that.
Undo. I'm doing a get to the list, but this
Yeah,
thing here shouldn't be here.
right. What I was suggesting is you can pass that in, but we can't necessarily do that because we're incrementing the player and then we're resetting the player. So let's do one thing at a time. We're starting to
Okay,
make it too
okay.
complex.
Okay, 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 okay.
So we don't need to pass in the current player.
Okay, let me just remove it here.
Yeah. Yeah, current player is a global variable. So so yeah, if it's going to be changing it inside the function, we don't want to pass it in as a parameter.
Okay, because it's a variable of the code itself. Okay, okay. And
Right.
players, it's not a bad practice to access these variables. For example, players and current player. I'm accessing it inside of a method, but this is not a problem. I was the other day discussing it with a friend because I don't pass it as a parameter, but I do changes inside of it. It's a
Right.
problem.
Yeah. So yeah, this method has a side effect, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So let's take this current player plus plus, and if current player equals, let's put that into those two lines and we'll extract those into a method and we'll call it get next player, or just call it next player. So do refactor. Go ahead and highlight those two lines.
Okay, highlight those, refactor,
Refactor,
extract method,
extract method.
get next player. Here's another occurrence.
Oh,
Okay,
sure.
fine, sure. Okay, it's confirm it. Okay, replace it. Oh, awesome. Is
So that IDE is helping us out. That's nice.
players get current player dot increment first. Then I print out the message.
Okay, so now we're not changing current player, right? So we could now, if we go to where is winner is called, we can pass
Okay.
in the current player, right? So is winner, we can pass in players.get current player.
Players dot get current player. Okay. Then I'm passing a player. So
Now, what do you think you're doing? Go back. See where
okay.
it's red?
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
We'll
yes,
do
yes.
Alt Enter. Add players first
Add players
parameter.
first parameter. Yes.
Refactor.
Refactor. Okay.
Boom. There you go.
And then winner receives a player. And then I do the things to this player.
Right. So make that player.
Player implement purse. Player.get name. Player.get purse. And winner. Did player winner. Oh, the same here. I have
Did player
to.
win? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's pass in
Okay,
player.
I'll add a player here. Do the same thing here to add.
No, you just pass in player.
Oh, player. Sorry.
Mhm.
Player.
Enter.
So then I add a player and then I do the same thing here. I return player dot get purse equals 6.
Very
And
good.
then get next player.
Okay, let's
Oh,
run a
okay.
test real quick. We've made a bunch of changes
Okay.
here and we haven't run any tests. And
Yes, true.
okay, good.
Okay. Off. It's working. Fine. In get next player, no problem, because current player it's a global variable. I call it from outside, no problem. Pause. Okay. We refactored the
So now we
21st.
just need to do the penalty box part.
Okay, to player. No problems here. And penalty box, the next private method. Let me go to game and see when I have troubles. Players.get current player in penalty box. If row is getting out of penalty box true, please confirm. Okay. If I add here the get is on
Just say is in penalty box.
I add this method to the player.
Mhm. There you go.
Create method player. Return these dot penalty box.
There you go.
Oh, I create the boolean with the name in penalty box. It's better to okay. This makes sense. In penalty box. Okay. Add here. So when I go out in penalty box, it gives me true or false. And another problem is here in penalty box, converted to a method.
Mm-hmm.
In penalty box. Oh, here I have a setter.
Setting. Set penalty
Okay.
box.
Set.
Set in penalty box. Yeah.
Sorry. Forgot to set in penalty box.
Or you can just say put in penalty box.
Okay, yes,
True.
yes. Yes, because I remove it from the another point.
Right.
Put in penalty box. And then I don't need to assign true. I give create a method and the spawn in penalty box equals true. Okay, then I put in penalty box. Looks like the code still runs.
Run the test and see if that works, because I noticed that there's no way to get them out of the penalty box. That's pretty interesting. So I guess that's never called.
Let us see. Was correct. He's winner. Get next player. Where is it? I remember. Okay, here. He's get off penalty box. Getting out of penalty box. Here is a variable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, funny.
Did we ever use that, or do we just set it?
We set it, but we don't change the player
Check
penalty
it.
box status, right?
Yeah.
If I go to player, okay, I converted to a private variable. Here,
Yeah.
this getting out of penalty box, I don't change the penalty box status, right?
Yeah, there's reset player place. What does that do?
Reset player place. Player current player the row. I print the position and everything else in the location. We get place. The category where he is.
So we just print a couple of things off, and then yeah. So
I can change the penalty box in this method because, isn't it?
Right.
Oh no, because
well, I mean that would change how it currently functions, and we're in a refactoring mode right now.
yes,
I'm just noticing that is getting out of penalty box is set, but it's never checked.
exactly. Oh, here
Oh,
is.
there it is. Is winner.
Okay, it's getting out of. Funny. How does
So that
this
seems
work?
to be that's interesting.
If players play in penalty box, if
Okay. So
he. Oh, I'm lost here.
you
Where
can
do
only
I
win
go
if
now?
you've been in the penalty box. Okay, that's fine.
It's
That's
weird.
how the logic is. I'm not going
We
to
don't
change it.
question the rules. We only refactor it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, basically by working through this, we're beginning to see how the rules are playing out.
Yes. So.
But now we've only made a bunch of little tiny changes, and all we did is introduce a class, right?
Right.
I've gone through refactoring this dozens of times, and every time I take a different approach. It's interesting. So
Interesting. Yes. But
we
it
can,
works the same ways. Atomic changes and everything's very clear.
yeah. So I mean, you can take the hints here and start reducing some of the complexity. We can go and remove some more duplication. We never got around to introducing a strategy pattern, but we did a bunch of renaming, we did a bunch of extracting and inlining and that sort of thing. So we did all the other refactorings that we talked about. And you can see we made some really good changes that made this much easier to read and maintain.
Yes, yes, definitely. The part of reading it, it's clear because
Mhm.
I still have lots to do here, and the rules are still some fog. But to understand that we are getting the next player, then we are checking if it's winner, because we have only those if and else's that do something, and in the
Mhm.
end, that do something is getting the next player or incrementing the person and everything else.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we're better able to understand how the application works now. So we were able to notice something that seems really inconsistent about it.
Yes, yes.
That's pretty cool.
Let me just see what I did. At least here was the okay, penalty box. Yes, I have to commit it.
Yes.
Let me just add it here. Hit add, hit commit, penalty box. Player in penalty box. In penalty box. Okay. Perfect.
So like I said, you can continue refactoring and refactoring and refactoring. But you know, you can also, we're at a great place to stop as well. We
Yes,
were at a
yes.
great place to stop all along the way. We made a bunch of tiny little changes, making it a little bit better every time. And
Yes.
because we checked it in every step of the way, we were always at a place where we could release it, or we could say, okay, the day's over. I can go home and I can continue this tomorrow.
Yes. And remember where I was.
And remember where I was. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's very, very I mean, this is a great way to do work.
Awesome. Now, if I were to move here, I maybe tackle, as you said, some of those ifs, because I have something happening here,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to do what I'm trying to do here. Reset player place. It's going to player at row, print line. Ask questions. Okay.
Right. I mean, and you can also see that we have duplication in the different questions.
Yes.
So I mean, there's 4 types of questions, and here we're doing a bunch of duplication, and there we're doing a bunch. So we're doing a bunch of duplication for everything. So that tells me that we can probably extract another object and hide a bunch of that duplication as well.
The questions becomes an object.
Mm-hmm. And I can leave that as an exercise for you to play with this week. We've been at this for about an hour and a half, and so
no, it's funny. It's funny. I really liked it. I really liked it. I'll try to do. Surely. Very interesting.
okay. So yeah. Did we lose Patty? You still there?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, good.
Following you.
You're just
Yeah.
very quiet. I didn't hear any
Yeah.
comments along the way. So I hope
Thanks
this
for you.
was helpful
Yeah,
and meaningful for you.
I got lost sometimes, but I need to do this exercise on my own.
Okay.
The project has a JavaScript version or something like this? Only Java?
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a
Java.
JavaScript version.
Okay,
Yeah,
here.
but I want to try Java because every time I expose with you guys, I feel less and less fear of Java. So
Okay.
Oh, great.
yes.
Excellent.
The object-oriented part of JavaScript for me is a little bit confusing, still a little bit confusing, because you are not so tight as here, and when I give a private access to a variable. But I
Yeah,
never
but
used TypeScript, for example.
yeah, TypeScript is similar to Java.
Oh, great.
Yeah, TypeScript is the subset of JavaScript. It was created to exactly to fill the loophole of the issue with JavaScript being not as typed as on other languages. So yeah, it's similar.
Oh, great.
Yes. Yes.
Because when I work with JavaScript, it gives me thrills because I'm always assessing everything and adding fields and changes the value with no string. So I think it's too loose to someone who uses to JavaScript.
You can accomplish that with TypeScript.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. I'll take a look at JavaScript.
Yeah, TypeScript is awesome. Yes.
Very cool.
I hope it's helpful because for me it was really funny to do this and to try to practice this, to do the atomic changes and commit it, because it's a problem for me because I start changing things, and then I have a huge blob of changes and I don't remember exactly what I changed. It's a problem.
Right.
Yeah, and one thing I loved about these exercises is that I can see you using the tools of IntelliJ and how it is really helpful to create methods and how it suggests to refactor code.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's important to know the tools that you have, because if you're using like VS Code for your JavaScript, it does similar things. You've got similar functionality if you know how to use it.
Yes.
And I bet I think it uses the same Alt-Enter approach to doing things.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, for example, I use a lot of Copilot, that is the artificial intelligence of Microsoft GitHub, and sometimes it also suggests to refactor the code and also explains it. So yeah, I use that for VS Code.
Okay. Excellent.
It's also Copilot, yes.
Okay. Well, so I will we'll leave it there for now, and next week we'll go through an exercise with Patty, if you're feeling up to it.
Yeah, I hope so. Yes.
Okay.
Last 2 days I was starting to work on my computer so I can be seated.
Okay.
So hopefully next week I will be more capable to do that.
Okay. Excellent. All righty then. Well, thanks everyone. This is really good, and we will look forward to talking next week. Yeah, if you have any questions along the week, feel free to reach out. See if you can take some of these approaches to the work you're doing too, and notice where you get stuck, and we can talk about that next week as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right.
I'll surely
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
Thank you, Dogo.
All right.
Thanks, Patty.
Week for you.
Great. Hope I wish you a great recover and see you next week.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Have a great week.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.